Hey everybody, this is Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander, and we are excited to be back one more time. You know what my motto is: dream, take that step, and walk with purpose into your destiny. I'm excited tonight. We have an amazing guest, but our purpose every week is to bring on amazing guests that have achieved amazing plateaus in life to talk about their journey to inspire you to take your step. I'm telling you right now, we're excited. But before we go to that, listen, stay connected with us. We're on Facebook, Troy Alexander, on the YouTube, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. We're on Instagram. I love taking photos at Pick by Design, at Pick by Design. Follow our nonprofit, called to inspire.org, called to inspire.org. Listen, I'm excited that our book of poetry, poems, inspiring dreams, purpose, and destiny, you can get right now on Amazon.com. But if you want a personalized copy, make sure you send me a direct message or email me at m.troyalexander@yahoo.com or iaminspiredtroy@gmail.com. I'm excited tonight because we have an amazing young lady, and just honored for her to take time out of her busy schedule to be a part of this wonderful broadcast. Listen, she is 21 years of age, beauty with a purpose, autism awareness acceptance platform with Asperger syndrome. Alexandria's purpose is to inspire others by using pageantry, my goodness, to show that our potential is unlimited when we dare challenge ourselves and move beyond our comfort zone. Her story has been featured on the TodayShow.com, which to date has been viewed by almost 1 million people. She is a professional freelance makeup artist in New York City. Welcome, Alexandria Hodnik. How are you, Alexandria?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing amazing. Hi, Troy.
Listen, I am so honored tonight to have you on our broadcast. It's an honor because you are so amazing and so awesome. I want to start in the beginning because I want to, when did you know about Asperger's? Because again, I want to get a sense of your journey. You know, what age or like what around your journey did you know what it was?
So I found out when I had autism. Well, my mom found out when I had autism when I was 3, but they didn't get a full diagnosis until I was 11. And from that moment on, I ultimately learned what it was. It's part of the autism spectrum, and it's where people have trouble communicating with other people. They have bad communication skills, and it's hard for them to be able to communicate with other people. So that for me was a very big challenge for me because it's true. I didn't know how to communicate with other people, but now, doing pageants and doing modeling, it really helped me communicate more, and I'm very happy about that.
Wow. Well, listen, you have to tell us what do you think helped you the most? Because you're talking about communication, right? And with pageantry, that's all you're doing, right? From the interview to the on stage. So
Yeah.
What do you think helped you the most to get to the place where you are?
To be honest, I would probably have to say, how can I say this? I would probably say the thing that really helped me was being able to go through different challenges, to be able to challenge myself, to do stuff like this, to help me gain more confidence in myself, and to help me, understand that, that it's okay to be scared from certain things because life is scary. Yes. But I always told myself, try, see what happens, it never hurts to try something. So being able to try pageantry and doing modeling, it really helped me a lot.
Wow. Wow. Well, listen, tell me about this pageantry because we're going to go back and forth from a lot of topics. So I want to just talk because what was it about? What encouraged you to even know that you can take that step into pageantry?
To be honest, because I was bullied for who I was tired of the drama. I was tired of all the negativity and everything, and I was sick of it. And to be honest with you, I was really, really sick of it. I was called a stick because of how skinny I was.
Wow.
And that moment, I was like, I'm done. I don't know what else I could do. I was like giving up on myself. I was close to giving up on life because of how badly I was treated because of who I was. And I was tired of it. So my mom, it's actually a funny story. My mom, she was actually the one who told me to take that step into pageantry, because what happened was, it's a funny story. I was at my grandmother's house, and that day I was leaving, and before she was hanging up the phone, she was like, "Oh, by the way, I signed you up for Miss New York Teen USA." And I was like, "Huh?"
Wow.
I'm like, "Miss New York Teen USA, what?" So from that moment, when I was done competing, I didn't place anything or win anything. That's okay, because it's not all about the crown. It's not all about the stash. It's not all about what you wear. It's about how you present yourself and the confidence that you show. And I was crying because after it ended, because I wasn't crying because I didn't win anything. I was crying because I didn't think that I would be able to do something so big like that in my life. So
Wow.
I had all these emotions going on in my head, like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Oh my God, like, what do I do now? So it was really, really big for me to be able to do something like that. And, it really helped me gain that confidence in myself. And, I love myself more, and, I love where I'm at.
Wonderful. Well, I love where you're at too. It is so amazing and so exciting to
Thank
watch
you.
your journey and see you grow so amazingly as you are. So now listen, I thought I read something in your bio. I saw a couple of videos. What age were you when you started pageantry?
So my birthday is April 24th. So I was actually 17 when I first started, because the
Wow.
pageant took place in 2018 in January. So I was actually 17 when I did my first pageant, and it was definitely an experience. It was really big. And
Wow.
I was young and everything, and I thought I wasn't capable of doing something so big, because of, first of all, of how young I was, and of how much self-confidence and like low self-confidence I had in myself. So
Wow.
yeah, I was 17, so I've been doing pageants since I was 17.
Alexandria, you have to tell me from that phone call that you got from your mom, right? From that moment to your first time going, do you remember how long it was? Like, was it months or was it a year? Was it a weeks?
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
How
Like,
how long was it from when your mom told you that she signed you up to actually going
oh,
on?
so it was actually it was 2017. I think it was about no, was it 4 months? I think it was 4 or 5 months away, like
Wow.
behind. And she told me, and I was like, why not give it a try? Maybe it'll help me boost up my confidence. Maybe I'll love myself more, and I'll have that confidence that I've been wanting to feel for my whole life. And here I am. And I've been doing pageants for 4 years now. Yeah, for 4 years now I've been doing pageants.
Well, I am so honored and so happy that you decided to love yourself enough to
Thank
go
you.
into and take that step. Because you are inspiring so many right now, because there are so many, right, who still fear, who still have that challenge of taking that step and are just afraid to go on stage. I mean, what did you say to yourself? Well, you already said it, but I'm like, what was that moment like, if you remember, going on stage for the first time?
To be honest, in my head, I was probably like, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm here.
Wow.
I
Wow.
like it, and that's the thing, because Miss USA, Miss New York USA, and Miss Teen USA, and Miss Colorado USA, etc., is basically all part of the Miss Universe organization. And in my head, like, I kind of knew about the Miss Universe organization. No, I did. Excuse me. I did know about it. And I honestly felt like I was leading towards the title for Miss Universe, because even though I was competing for a teen title, I still felt like I was part of the Miss Universe family, because that's basically what it is. So if you
Right.
win Miss New York USA, for example, and then you win Miss USA, Miss USA goes to Miss Universe. So it was like, me standing there and just like on that stage looking at a whole bunch of people, is like imagining like what it would be like if I were actually at Miss Universe. And it's really a big stepping stone for me in my life, and I'm very proud of it.
Well, absolutely. Well, I want to take a step back because you have come from so far, and we're so proud of you. So proud of you. And I want to ask you, you talked about being bullied. And before the show, we had a little bit of a conversation, and you were telling me that you were even bullied about the color of your hair.
I was, because I not even that it was the color of my hair, because people were making fun of me. Like there was this one kid where every time I spoke, he was like, eh, and it bothered, excuse my language, but it bothered the hell out of me. And every time I spoke, that's what he would do. And I'm just like, I can't deal with that. And then I had another point where like somebody called me a stick because of how skinny I was. Because when I was born, I was actually supposed to be born May 16th. And I was premature. I was very skinny, and I was very unhealthy when I was a baby. I was very sick. And being skinny for my age is, I wouldn't say it's good, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's healthy or not good. I can't explain it too well, but I was basically bullied because of how skinny I was. And there was this one other kid in 8th grade where he called me a stick because of how skinny I was.
Wow. And you were telling me how you even wanted to maybe even change your hair from
I
the
did,
color it
because
is to black.
because they made me think that, they made me like, how can I explain it? They made me believe that, like, am I even good enough? Like, am I even like good enough to have red hair? Like, I was really like, I had like all these thoughts in my head. Like, I can't even remember on the top of my head right now, but I just didn't like who I was because I was bullied for who I was.
Wow. Well, I'm so happy to where you are now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Again, all that you're doing, and of course, we're going to talk about the makeup artistry that you're doing, and
Yeah.
the pageantry, and so much more. But you have come so far. I want to ask you, what what more do you want to accomplish in life? Because we're going to talk about but is there more that you're going to achieve, or that you have in your mind and your vision board, that you want to do for yourself?
Ultimately, yes. I was thinking about doing Miss USA. So I was thinking about competing for Miss USA and to go to Miss Universe, but thinking about it now, I still have, I just really want to get my life together and everything like that, do what's best for myself. So to really, do that, I really want to just work for myself right now and, take things slow and just do as best as I could right now, because that's what I want to do. That's what I choose to do right now.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Listen, I saw this motto right in your bio, and it talks about how anything is possible.
Yes.
Where did that come from, and what does that mean to you now?
So where it came from is actually funny. It's actually like, it actually just came on the top of my head, really. I was the one who really thought about it after I did my first pageant. And when I did, I also did the North American pageant, WAC North American, 2018 and 19. And my, what was it? I think it was my introduction, it was my onstage question. And I said that anything could be possible, but you really put your heart and mind to it. And what it means to me is that if you push yourself, challenge yourself, work hard for something that you really, really, really want, anything could be possible if you really just use that dedication and push yourself and challenge yourself.
I love it. I love it. I love that. I love that. Now, listen, I got to ask you, because in your bio, you talk about how you want to use pageants as a platform
Yes.
to inspire others. Oh my goodness. And to let others, especially those on the autism spectrum, but anyone that to let them know that you can do this. And I love that. So you go from not doing pageantry, right, to all of a sudden now pageantry being your platform to inspire others. How did you evolve to that point where you said, you know what, I'm going to use this to uplift not just myself, but others?
So when I did, what was it? I think it was the East Coast USA pageant. And I knew from that moment, at the end of the day, when I won Miss New York Grand Supreme, I was like, I want my platform to be to inspire people who are just like me, to make them realize that there is a whole world out there to be discovered, and that you shouldn't have to be afraid to discover what's out there in the world. Yes, it's scary. Yes, there are things that go on in the world. Things happen and everything like that, but that's what life is. And it's scary, and it's true. And to be honest, I'm scared. I'm scared of what my future's gonna hold for me, or what life is gonna hold for me. I'm scared. Everybody's scared. And so, I want people to realize that being different is an asset. And in order to really discover that world, do what's best for yourself. Because in order for you to really step out of that comfort zone, you have to push yourself and you have to work for it.
I'm telling you, to me, amazing. I mean, I love your platform. I love your inspiration.
Thank you.
Did you ever envision yourself being such an inspiration?
To be honest, no. No. I never really thought about that. I never really had that thought in my head. So, no.
Well, you are. I'm telling you right now, you
No,
are
thank you. I
such
appreciate
an
it.
amazing inspiration. You are a star. You are a light that people can look upon. I want to ask you, like, I put this in here. Do you accept invitation? Do you go out to speak to groups about your journey?
I have spoken to some people, yes. There was this group that I know. It's called the Grace Foundation of New York, and I actually know the people, and I'm actually friends with their son. And I've spoken about my story to them. He's spoken about his story, and it really, it made me feel good because I was telling somebody my story and I was telling somebody who's just like me, and that made me feel great.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Well, your story is so awesome and amazing. If some people don't want to, but some people do. So if you could speak to those who bullied you now, would you want to? And if yes, what would you say to them now?
You saw my face? I would say to them, hey, you you remember me? I'm the girl you bullied years ago. You see where I'm at today? If it weren't because of you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So thank you for being mean to me, because without those negative comments, I wouldn't be here to this day. So thank you very much. And I'll just thank them, because it's nowadays, now I don't let people's opinion bother me. Whatever they thought about me, that's gone. I'm where I'm at today. If it wasn't for those negative comments, I'd be like, I wouldn't be here. But now that I'm here where I am, I would be like I said, because of you, I'm where I'm at today, and I'm a model, and I'm a certified makeup artist, and I am a pageant queen. So
Yes,
if it wasn't because of you, I wouldn't be here. So
yes.
thank you.
Tell them, Alexandria. I love it. I love it. Yes, you are a queen. You are a makeup artist. You
Yep.
are, yes, yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. A model. We didn't even talk about that, but you're an amazing model. Oh my
Wait to
goodness.
hear that story. Wait to hear that came along.
Wow. Well, tell us how listen, everyone, one of the most talented individuals, models I've ever met. And I'm being straight, like, wow, like how did becoming a model, I mean, an amazing one at that, how'd that come about?
So when I was younger, my mom and dad always told me that I have the look for modeling. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that, doing modeling would help me get into the industry of doing makeup, or get me into the industry of doing beauty. And, I didn't believe that I was capable of doing modeling. That's why I denied it years ago. And I kept denying it because, of how much confidence I didn't have in myself. So when I did the Miss New York Teen USA pageant in 2018, the modeling agency MMG was there, New York MMG, and they wanted to sign me as one of their models. And I was like, hell, why not give it a try, see what happens? So I signed with them, and I've been doing modeling for 4 years now.
Wow. Now, wait a minute, Alexandria. Had you gone to modeling school? Had
Nope.
you have had you had a trainer at all or anything? No?
Nope.
Wow. You're telling me that you signed with an agency and you didn't go to a modeling school or have any coaching at all?
Nope.
Wow.
I just
Wow.
improved on my own. And, from that moment, I was like, hell, my photos are getting better, why not keep going, see what happens. And ultimately, I will get paid because I know models get paid for doing what they do because modeling is a job.
Yes.
So
Yes, it
I
is.
said, let me keep doing it. And if I get paid for something, I get paid for something. And I've been getting paid for a lot of photo shoots, and I'm very happy about it.
Wow. It's amazing. And you are phenomenal. Listen, I'm telling you, Vogue, Elle, whatever, whatever, I'm telling you, it's gonna.
No, I believe it.
Listen, I have no doubt, whatever it is. I mean, I see you on the most prestigious runway in the world. You are just a phenomenal, and I have no problem saying that you will be, and you are this supermodel
Mhm.
that will be just looked upon in such an amazing light of inspiration that you are, because you have the gift, you have the gift. You are a gift to
Thank you.
us. So
And it's
thank you.
actually,
Yes,
I have to actually tell you this. Um,
yes,
so my dream now, all the times I've been going to the city to do photo shoots and everything, you've seen all those like billboards and everything like that. And I actually
yes.
wanted to bring this up because it was really something that was very, very huge for me. So it was like around Christmas time, and it was like, I think it was like end of December, beginning of January. And I was told that one of the days, I think it was like during a weekday, and I was told that I had a photo shoot from 4 to 8 with the photographer that I had shot with the year before. So I was like, all right, why not? It's a photo shoot. It's New York City. Hell, let me do it. Let's see what happens. And I wore my sash and I wore my crown for, National United Miss. And I was like, why not do it? It's a photo shoot, get some pictures in and everything. So I get to New York City and meet up with the photographer and everything. And I'm like standing there for about a good, say, 15, 20 minutes. And I'm wondering, I'm like, when is this photo shoot going to start? Like, why is this photo shoot starting? And it was like, what, like 5 o'clock? And I'm like, okay, this is really weird. Why isn't anything happening? So I said to my dad, I was like, why isn't the photo shoot starting? He was like, I don't know, tell the photographer. I was like, all right. And the photographer, I didn't tell the photographer, but so I was like, all right, since it's going to be a while, I wanted to go in Levi's and I wanted to get something. So I go to Levi's and I see these security guards and they're like, oh, can we take a picture with you? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Picture is a picture. Hell, let me do it. So I did. Walk into Levi's and I saw a couple things I wanted to buy, but I didn't have money. So I'm walking out of the Levi's and the security guard was like, is that you on that billboard over there? I said, what? I said,
Wow.
you mean the billboard right behind me? And I turn around, I'm like,
Wait a minute.
my mom somebody contacted my mom about me being on a billboard. And apparently this was around Christmas time and that it was a late Christmas gift. And yeah, so I was on a billboard in Times Square and I cried.
Oh my goodness.
And that has been my whole dream. I've always
Wow.
dreamed to be on a billboard in Times Square, and my dream finally came true.
Wow. Wow.
Like
Oh my, what an amazing gift.
if you
Huh?
saw my reaction,
I
I was
think I
like,
saw that video.
yeah, I was like, stop.
Oh my, wow. What
Yeah,
an amazing gift.
it was.
What
It
an
was an
amazing gift.
amazing day. It was really, it was definitely
Wow.
very shocking. Very
Well, you
shocking.
know, well, you know what? It was it was a forecast of what's
Mhm.
to come.
Yeah.
It's a forecast of what is coming more.
Right.
And I have no doubt that your name will be the name amongst the supermodels that we ever know in this world,
Thank you so
because
much.
you are really that good, that awesome and amazing, and just naturally amazing. And so, so proud of you. Just so proud of all that you've done and what you're doing. I can't, beyond words, beyond words. I'm so excited for you. I gotta ask you because in your bio, and you talked about earlier about fear and how we all go through different emotions and different things in life. And I was reading about how you were like self-conscious at one point, dealing with anxiety and various forms of obsessive compulsive behavior. So I want to ask you, in your journey now, like does anything ever tend to want to come back? Or because I know we all got like, we all get nervous in life, right?
Yeah.
We go get, but do you ever have to deal with or focus on anything that was you in the past, but again, maybe you've learned to sort of overcome them? But does any of those emotions ever want to come back?
They do come back at some points, yes. Because there are certain things where like I'll like how I deal with my anxiety now is very it's more controlling now because I'm able to control it now in a way better than I did before. But I still do have anxiety. I don't have like OCD as bad as I used to, because the OCD that I used to have and like the obsessive compulsive behavior, I was always obsessed of lining up my pencils on the table, or I had to have things in a certain way, and I had to have this here and this there, and it was really bad, like probably like worse than anybody else. And my anxiety was really bad, and it was just off the roofs, and it was just so bad. But now I'm learning how to control it more. I'm still learning it just a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was. And with my anxiety now, it's very, how can I explain? Like I'm very quiet now whenever I have anxiety. So like if something's like, I tend to overthink about specific things more now in a way. Um, it's, I don't know why I like tend to overthink. It's just like like in my head, I just get all these thoughts in my head, and it kind of makes me anxious. And I'm just like, like, why can't I stop these thoughts from coming into my head? Or, like, why did they come into my head? So that's kind of my anxiety now, just overthinking really. And to the point where my head hurts because of how much I overthink. So, but other than that, it's not as bad as it was before, which is good.
I want to ask you because I'm always interested in how different individuals learn to respond or learn to overcome things. So I want to ask you now, because social media, right? It can be
Yeah.
so, it's good, but it can also be like so negative. So I want
Yeah.
to ask you, like, have you had experiences with negative comments or things that you've done? And if so, how have you learned how to deal with those?
Well, I didn't have social media before the pageant that I did in 2018. We weren't really big on social media. But because I joined the modeling agency, they said I needed to have social media. So I was like, all right, let me download it. Can't hurt to have social media. From what I know, I don't think I've ever had a negative comment on any of my posts.
Awesome.
But if I ever did, I'd probably not let it bother me, because your opinion shouldn't have to bother me. That's not my problem. That's your problem. If you don't like my work, that's not my fault. That's your fault. You don't like something of mine. So why are you following? Why are you commenting? If you don't like
Right.
something, don't comment.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
like I said before, nowadays I don't let people's opinion bother me. I don't let them affect my life of who I am. It shouldn't have to People's comments shouldn't have to mean anything to somebody. Yes, it's hurtful in a way, and yes, maybe inside I will be hurting just a little bit, but I shouldn't have to let that opinion affect my life and affect who I am. So, if
Right.
I see a negative comment, I wouldn't care. That's your problem, not mine. Sorry.
And it is. It's their issue. and not your, and like you said, if you didn't like me so much, why are you following me?
Exactly. Like, why are you following me? First of all, why are you following? Why are you commenting?
Right.
You don't like
Right.
me, block me, or I'll block you.
Well, this is what I found, Alexandria. I found that people that bully and people that give negative comments, they see something in you that they wish they had.
Yep. And
And
I've
so,
heard that many times.
yes,
Many times.
yes.
Even from
And
teachers.
so, uh-huh.
Yeah, even from teachers, from my friends, and
Yeah,
even my parents and my family members. They're like, because they're jealous.
yeah.
They don't
It's
have what
true.
I have.
It's true. It's true. Well,
Mhm.
listen, I want to ask you about the video on the todayshow.com. So
Yeah.
listen, I saw the video and it is so inspiring. If you haven't seen, if you want to be inspired, please Google the Today Show online and put in Alexandria's name, and you will see this amazing, I think like 4.5 minute clip of you and your journey in the beginning. And I'm like, wow, why do you think? Because there's, I did a search and it said there's over 750 million people on the autism spectrum. Why do you think almost a million people have viewed this video? What do you think it's about your story that you think inspires people so much?
Because of how my life was before I started doing pageantry and to where I am at today, being able to talk to people and to be able to talk in front of a camera, to tell people my story and what I went through, and to explain to people like who are just like me and explain to them like how hard it is. Yes, it's hard, and that things can be difficult throughout your life, but ultimately you do what's best for yourself, and you you do the challenges that would help you best. And that's basically kind of like what I was saying, where, you know, kind of like what I said, where, because I was different than them. That was a quote that I said, because I was different than them. And, it was really hard because nobody understood me for who I was. And it's actually funny with the Today Show, I didn't know who the hell watched my show. I didn't know who the hell watched it or whatever. I only heard that 500,000 people viewed the Today Show. And I was like, what? I was like, and it only has been like 2 days. And I'm just like, already 500,000 people saw it. And I'm like, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
this girl contacted me. Her name is Hannah. And she actually has Asperger's just like me. And she contacted me on my Instagram and she goes, oh my gosh, I just watched your Today Show. You've inspired me so much. And it just put a smile on her face and it put a smile on my face because I knew that I've helped somebody who is just like me. And me and her talk to this day still. And
Wow. Amazing.
she even said that she wants to do modeling. And I said, do it. Do it.
Yes.
If that's what you want to do, go right ahead, because again, you do what's best for yourself. And if doing modeling makes you happy,
Yes.
go for it. Go for it.
Wow. Wow.
And because of me, she wants to do modeling. And that makes me feel good because it makes me feel like I've accomplished something by inspiring somebody in
Yes.
my life.
Yes.
And that makes me feel good.
Well, I'm just saying thank you. Thank you for sharing your story, and your video is so amazing.
Thank
I
you.
hope you don't mind if I share it one day on
Yeah,
social media.
no, of course, definitely. Yeah, go
So
right ahead.
it's so inspiring.
Have
Actually,
to get
someone
out
that I
there.
know, yeah, yeah, somebody that I know was like, please send it to me. I was like, okay, here you go. But it was just a wonderful part of your journey, and I'm so inspired by you, your journey, just the strength, the empowerment of who you are today. And you said something so powerful. You love yourself.
I do. I really do love myself now because back then to be honest with you, I didn't, because
Wow.
deep down inside, I knew I was going through a lot because I was bullied for who I was, because I was different than other people, because of my social anxiety, because of how self-conscious I was, because of my communication skills and everything. And all of those thoughts just kept running through my head. And I didn't love myself. I mean, I did love myself for the person that I was because I was who I was, but I didn't love myself because of how people treated me. And it was hard because you shouldn't have to treat somebody different just because they're different than you, because then that makes you the bad person, and that makes you regret what you said. Because once you see me, I'm gonna be like, you're the person that bullied me. Look where I'm at today. Okay,
Yes,
I'm a model.
yes,
I was on the Today Show. I do
yes.
pageants, and I'm a pageant queen. So yeah, but no, it was really, really, really hard for me. It really was throughout my life. It was very, very hard for me. Definitely
Well,
very. And my mom was even like, she was worried for me. And like, I came home crying some days because of how hurt I was.
wow,
And
wow.
yeah, but nowadays I love myself more. I love where I'm at, and all the people that I've met and people that I've networked with. It makes me like love myself even more than I did before.
Well, you have more people that love you. We love you. I love you because you're just so awesome and amazing. You are so loved by so many that you probably don't even know.
That's another thing. Yeah, I don't, and that's another thing about me. Like, I don't realize like how amazing I am, other than what people think of me, and that's hard for me to see because deep down inside, I still don't believe that.
Wow.
And
Okay.
but now I'm starting to see it a little bit, but it's still kind of like in disbelief, really, because I still don't believe it a little bit. But
Wow.
ultimately, I will believe it because of how many people have I've inspired, and all the photographers that seen my work, and like all the people that I've spoken with, they really do believe in me, and that makes me believe in that. So
I believe in you. I
thank
love you. You're amazing. You're awesome.
you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, you are just such fun. And so listen, as I said before, whatever I can do to be a support to you and your story and your journey and just you of who you are, I'm here for you. So I'm just so proud of you and all that you've done. Listen, I'm so grateful that your mother made that call. I'm so glad
I
that
am
she did.
too.
Yes. So
Yeah.
please tell me about your family and your support network. How important has your mom? You talked about your dad, but tell me about the importance of that support group around you, because not everybody has that, right? But
Yeah.
tell me about what it meant to you and how it has helped you to become who you are today.
So my parents are my absolute biggest support team in my whole life. And I know they're always there for me. They're always pushing me. They're always pushing me to challenge myself. And with my mom, when she made that call, she knew that, it was hard for me throughout my life. She knew. And, it was hard for me because she knew that people didn't understand me. She knew I had social anxiety. She knew I had all these different things. And she was always trying to find a way to help me with that, to help me overcome those fears and to help me overcome all of those things that I was thinking about. So she was like, try this, see what happens. You never know what could happen. You never know if something good could come out of it. You never know if something bad could come out of it. You never know until you actually try something. So with, doing pageants now and, doing modeling, she has been there for me since the beginning. And I honestly couldn't have asked for better because she really does push me to do the best that I could. And I love her so much. And she's like my dad too. Like even though he doesn't come to all my pageants, which is okay, but my dad really, really loves me deep down inside very much. And he supports me, he challenges me, he pushes me. And both of my parents do. And it makes me feel good because, I have two of the most amazing people in my life to support me and challenge me. And I love my parents very much. They are like my everything. And I will honestly wouldn't know what I'd do without them in the future. And that's kind of why I'm scared too, because because they're such a big support team to me, I'm scared of like when they're no longer here, it's going to be hard for me because I won't have those people. So I kind of like get sad about it in a way because, you know, they're my biggest team. You know, they want what's best for me. And I know that. So I love my parents more than anything. Like I would literally take a bullet for them and they are just the best. And with my family, they're also very supportive. My grandmother, she's so supportive over me. My grandmother can also be a character. She could also be a character, but I know she supports me. My cousins support me. All my friends support me. And my boyfriend supports me definitely for that too. But yeah, everybody I know supports me, and it's like a whole big support team that I've wanted for like my whole life. Because now I know that I have people who are on my side, and that no matter what happens, no matter if I get a negative comment or if something bad happens or if somebody like starts talking to me in a mean way, I know that I have people who are behind me and who are on my team to tell them off and to tell them, well, you know, she's not you, so get away, you know, or, you know, don't like stop being mean to her. Like she didn't do anything to you, you just came over to her and you just started talking crap about her. So, you know, my parents and my whole family and friends have just been there for me for like the longest time. And I don't know what I'd do without them. I really don't.
I'm on your team too.
Yes,
So
you
I'm on
are.
your
Yes, you are.
I'm on your team, and I'm here to support you anyway. And you know what? The best way to respond is to show them. And you've already said it, Alexandria. You're like, I'm a model, I'm a
Yeah.
queen. Yes, I'm a makeup artist.
Yeah.
I love it. And so that's how you speak back to them, is you show them what you become. And so
Yeah.
proud of you. Listen, I want to ask about this makeup artistry. How did you decide to become a freelance makeup artist? Was it through pageantry, through somebody else, through another inspiration? What inspired you to want to take that part of your journey?
So it's a bit of a story. So I would like try and like shorten it down, but so my mom was like, try doing modeling. It'll help you get into the beauty industry. And I found out about makeup when I was probably about 11, to like where I also found out how I had Asperger's. But that's also where I found out that I wanted to do makeup. So I was like, I like this. I want to do this for a living. So
Okay.
ever since I turned 11, I was like, I did my makeup every day. I did like a little bit of mascara, maybe like a little bit of lip gloss or whatever. And then I've improved like over the years. And I said, I want to go to makeup school when I get older, and I want to get my certification, and I want to be a successful makeup artist and see what happens. So ultimately, I started modeling. You know, again, I didn't believe, you know, that I would get, you know, a makeup like I didn't believe that I would go to makeup school because I was still new to modeling. So yes, it obviously would have probably taken a bit of time, but that's okay. Um, but yeah, so I went to college, but it wasn't for me. They wanted me to take all these classes because ultimately in my future, I want to own my own makeup business. I want to have my own makeup brand, and I want to, you know, show people like, hey, this is my makeup brand, you know, sponsor me or do this, do that. And that's ultimately what I want to do. And but for right now, I'm working with photographers, but um yeah, they said I need to take all these classes in order to own my own business. I needed to take psychology, I had to take this class, I had to take that class. I'm like, I don't need all these classes to take a business course. That's not what I want to do. I just want to go straight to makeup school
Right.
and then get my certification, and that's it. So that's what I did. I did one semester of college, and then I was like, this isn't for me. So I found out about New York Makeup Academy, and I went there and I did the 4-week pro makeup course, and I got my certification.
So proud of you. So proud of you. That's amazing. And so can people hire you now?
Yes, people can hire me. I've worked with a lot of photographers. I also have my own business cards, which is good.
Wow.
I actually got my business cards literally the day after I graduated makeup school. So I got them made and I picked them up and everything. So they were all done. So I've been handing them out to like a lot of photographers. I've been networking with them and working with them. So if you ever need a makeup artist, you can always contact me. Hi.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Now, do you have a name for your business, or is it just you?
It's just me,
Okay.
Alexandria.
Okay.
Yeah, my makeup page, it's called Makeup by Alexandria Hodnik.
I love it. I love it. And that's on Instagram?
Instagram. Hmm.
Okay. And say it again. Makeup by.
I believe it's Makeup by Alexandria Hodnik. Yeah,
Wow,
once you
amazing.
type it, you'll see I have like a black hat on, like the profile picture. I have like a black hat on. It was like from like one of the modeling shoots I did.
Wow. So not only are you a title holder, not only are you a pageant queen, you are a queen, not just pageant, but a queen just by itself. Um, you're a makeup artist. I mean, you have your own. I love that about you. I love the fact that and this because you're 21, right?
Yes.
So all of this happened from like 17 to 21. Is that about right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, Alexandria, that is amazing for such a period of time for you to have reached such amazing plateau. I mean, you're like this model. When I see your portfolio, I'm like, wow. I mean, I see a spread. I'm already saying. So it's amazing to see
Thank
how
you.
your journey thus far. And we're so proud of you. We're so proud of you. I gotta ask you, you talked about just more that you want to do, and what would you say has been your biggest challenge of what you had to overcome? Because I don't want to assume, but whether it was professionally or personally in life, what would you say was your biggest challenge that you had to sort of really focus on and work on and just work to overcome?
I would probably have to say dealing with college and dealing with like, financial aid and everything and going through high school, especially my senior year of high school, that was definitely a challenge for me because there's a lot going on. I had a lot that I had to keep on top of and everything. And I knew that once I get out of high school, I was going to be in the adult world because, I'm done with high school, I'm done with grade school. So now I'm in college and now it's like, it's life now. It's not all about, homework. It's not all about classes. It's not all about, talking to your friends in the hallway or like standing at the lockers, going to lunch, blah, blah, blah. Now it's the real world. And, it was a very big challenge for me. And to be honest with you, it was really hard, to
Wow.
be able to cope with everything, to be able to, keep on top of everything. It was really, really hard, but I managed to get through it, which is good.
Yes.
So that's a good thing. But
Yes.
again, it was really hard, very hard.
Yes. Well, listen, we're so glad that you pressed your way through it. I love your motto, anything is possible,
Thank you.
right? Yes, yes. And you are an example of that. You are a shining light. Listen, I want to ask you again, if someone came to you and says, I'm not sure. I'm dealing with whether it's Asperger's or any form of autism or just anything in life that they may be dealing with or having to experience, and saying, I don't really see myself doing that, or I don't see myself obtaining my dreams. What would you say to them to encourage them to not give up on their dreams?
I would start off by saying, do what's best for yourself. Do what makes you happy. If doing modeling or doing something in the world makes you happy, go for it. If you really have a passion to do something, do that passion before it's over or before the time runs out or before that opportunity goes away. Definitely chase for that opportunity if you really, really, truly want to do it. Because in the end, if you choose to do that opportunity that you're really passionate about, you'll feel very great about yourself.
Thank you so much, Alexandria. Listen, is there any more that you want to share with us about your journey? I want to give you again, I'm not sure we did the makeup, the pageantry. You're doing so much, the modeling, all that you're doing. Is there more that you want to share with us about your amazing journey?
Um, I'm just happy where I'm at today. Of all the stuff that I've accomplished with all the photographers that I've networked with, all the people that I've met throughout pageantry. it really, really impacted me and really made me believe in myself more. And, you know, my parents are very, very, very proud of me. They are truly, truly grateful of where I am at today. And my brother, he's proud of me. Everybody's proud of me. And I honestly don't know what I would do without my biggest support team. And like I said, they're very, very grateful for where I'm at today. And they couldn't have been happier about it.
We couldn't be happier either, Alexandria. We are so proud of you.
Thank
So,
you
so,
so
so
much.
proud of you. And I can't wait for us to do our photo shoot, right?
Yes, yes.
That
And
would be
also, are you going to be at South New York? Because I'll be there.
I'll be there Saturday. I can be there. If you want me to be there, I can be there Saturday.
Yeah, that's fine. If you can't be there, it's no worries. But I was just asking.
Yes.
But yeah, I
Yes.
definitely want to do South New York again. So that's what I'm going towards. So
Yes. Well,
South New
again,
York, here I come.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, we're so proud of you. How can people get in touch with you? I know you mentioned you gave us your makeup sort of handle on Instagram. Where can people follow you? Are you on Facebook? Yep.
I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. They can contact me through my modeling page and Facebook also.
Awesome. Alexandria Hodnick, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for this opportunity. I really enjoyed talking to you.
I'm so glad. Thank you for the honor, everybody. Again, please welcome Alexandria Hodnick. Thank you so much. Let's everybody stay connected with us. This is Troy Alexander Inspiration. We're Troy Alexander. We are here every week to uplift you and inspire you to follow your dreams. Our motto is dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. Thank you so much for your support and your love. We'll be back next Monday night. Another phenomenal young lady. But tonight, we thank you so much, Alexandria. Have a great night. Continue to be the light of inspiration that you are. You are amazing, phenomenal, astronomical, outstanding. I can't even, beyond words. But
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.